Hi, welcome to Adex's channel, and I'm Aisha, a final year pharmacy student. We're here to talk about challenges that we face in pharmacy school.
Hello everyone, I am Ofime. This is my third time on Adex YouTube channel. I am also a final year pharmacy student, so it's great to be here once again. Aisha and I are just talking about the challenges and the struggles we face through pharmacy school. I mean, this is like our final semester in pharmacy school, and I mean, it's been one hell of a journey. So Adex is basically behind the camera, and then she's asking us the questions, and then we're just showing our honest opinions, right?
Yeah.
Ladies first.
Okay, well, the hardest part of pharmacy school. Not gonna lie, when we're going for classes, having to wake up early in the morning every day, like clockwork, it can be difficult. Especially when you're undisciplined like me. Then the worst part, aside waking up early, is when I have a test tomorrow and I have procrastinated up until 8 p.m. that night. I am just opening my material for the first time and I have to like learn everything because I don't want to feel flunk my tests. So yeah, that's always difficult. Lastly, the moment before we see our results. My heart literally goes up to like 250 beats per minute, and I'm not even sick or anything. So yeah, those times are very very hard for me.
I think she has done most of the job of talking about the academic and school parts. For me, the most difficult part is the extracurricular aspect of school because I am more of an extracurricular guy. I like doing things outside of academics. So
Does not mean I'm not extracurricular too.
I know she is extracurricular, but I am the extraordinary curricular, if
Oh,
that's a word.
sure.
So for me, I just do a lot of extracurricular things, and then it's quite difficult to have to balance every one of this. I mean, I do some stuff for money and all of that, so every one of these things just becomes quite difficult to balance the academics, and sometimes you have to write some tests without even reading as much as you should. Just like she's saying, you do some last minute study, but yes, it's been one hell of a journey, and I mean, these are just some of the things that we found as major struggles for us.
Tip of the
Yeah,
iceberg.
yes, tip of the iceberg actually. Basically, this was in 300 level. Yes, I think that was my highest point of engagement in extracurricular activities. So one of the things that it made me realize was that I should have just gone to do engineering or cybersecurity. I think 200 level was filled with calculations and all of that. So I was still enjoying that initial part of it. But the point where we started doing a lot of textual reading, we're reading a lot of texts and stuffs rather than having to calculate and so. Because I'm like the calculation guy. I like solving. I like logic and all of that. So that period was a moment of realization from that. Maybe I would have just gone to do my engineering, JJ. But yes, I did consider changing, but I mean, in my house, we have this ideology that anything you start, you have to finish it. So I mean, here I am, final semester, and by the grace of God, I'll be done in a bit. So yes, that was the time when I considered switching to engineering.
Well, for me, I think I considered quitting about every time I had a test or an exam to study for. Every time I have to study for anything, I consider quitting because ah, I don't want to do this. I just realized that I'd rather just be living my baby girl life, doing nothing, waking up and reading novels and watching movies all day. I would actually thrive doing that. But for real, let me just be honest. I've actually never considered quitting pharmacy school
Ah,
ever. There's always been something of joy for me, not gonna lie. So
you sly, you sly. I
yes,
thought
now seriously consider. They said seriously consider. So I consider quitting every day. But then like
yeah, I
actually
did consider quitting. I mean, I considered quitting at that point, but like, just that I cannot quit. I mean,
yes, now we
we have paid,
no, I've actually never thought of leaving pharmacy school like, oh, I'm not doing it
we
again.
have
I'll just
paid
go to
two,
something
we've
else.
paid 100 levels to be 200 levels to be 300 levels to be quit care.
There's no quitting
My
here. We're
parents will
not
disown,
quitters.
my parents will disown you.
What do you wish someone told you before starting pharmacy school? What do you wish, like an advice from
Come
a
on.
senior, from a mentor about pharmacy school
Hmm.
before you started?
Well, there's one thing I don't know. Nobody actually ever said it to me, but I came to realize it on my own. It is that nothing good comes easy. Yes, I wish I was told that because before life was pretty basic, just go to school, come back, everything gets done for me and all. But then I realized that in pharmacy school, me being on my own actually, I have to constantly motivate myself to show up and do what I'm supposed to do every day. So I realized at the end of the day that if I actually want this, if I actually want this endeavor that I have started to end well, I have to put in the work. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult, no matter how genius you are, or no matter how good at it you are. Even the good ones they struggle. So yes, nothing good comes easy, and I had to swallow that like a very bitter pill.
I just have one thing to say. I wish they told me that I should be cramming because I never liked cramming, and then I discovered it pretty late. I think towards the end of 300 level.
This is for laugh.
Towards the end of 300 level. I'm serious. I mean, I think it would have made my pharmacy school journey very easy because nobody told me I needed to be cramming. All I was always doing was I'll just read the material and I know what is inside, and I was never writing it exactly the way the lecturer wanted. I was just writing what I felt was the writing. I mean, I am a very simple person. I don't like plenty physics. I just if you ask me what is pharmaceutical chemistry now, I'll just write it. It's the study of chemistry as related to pharmacy. I will not give you any plenty this thing. And
Wow.
yes, I'm serious. That's how I've been writing most of my exams. And that's why I can just look through the material once and then I'll go and write an exam. So that I might not give you exactly what you want.
Unlike me.
Then there is the people that used to make them reduce my mark, lecturers will be marking scripts. They would have marked me where then you now mark a script and then go back say bring that script back -5.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what
It
he's
is their
talking
fault.
about.
But seriously, I really wish someone had told me to
So just digest.
cram in pharmacy school because I mean, I was just understanding and going. It's not as if I did not pass. I did not
Some
really.
lecturers
So.
want.
Yeah, some lecturers want giggle, and then I was not a fan of that. I only learned very late, and then I attempted to do one or two. Yeah, it
Okay.
didn't end bad. I mean,
Me, you're here.
I'm still here. So.
What moment or period increased your passion and love for pharmacy in pharmacy school?
When they say you can use your license to make money, that's it for me.
One moment.
When I can use your license to make plenty money. Wait, let her
when they
answer
told
first.
us when you finish pharmacy school, you are your job is assured for you. Job is assured for you. And then not let me be honest, like for you now. This is every moment after I've actually successfully seen my results of the previous year. Yes, I feel like I am doing something worthwhile, and it's boost out my efforts, and I want to do better the next year. So that's one moment for me.
The moment for me when I discovered that I've actually fallen in love with this thing. I told you my approach to things is quite different. I'm not even looking at it from the academic standpoint. It's the point where I realized that there is a level of pressure we've been subjected to in pharmacy school, and I discovered that it has made me different from other people. I mean, went home for holiday, and then I was with a couple of friends, and then they were complaining about certain things, and those academic routines they were complaining about were things that I was doing on a regular basis in school. I mean, you wake up in the morning and you're doing an 8 to 6 every single day of your life in school, whether you want to or you do not want to. So I've been subjected to pressure and I've learned to, take decisions in the moment, not even just any decision, make the best decisions
Under pressure.
under pressure. I mean, if
Deadline
you if you've
decisions.
done dispensing and you've had practical support and then you have to do everything at once while having a test the following day and all of that. So I mean, it has increased my
I can attest to what he just said. It's that moment when you feel like you can't possibly go on, like you can't possibly do everything in front of you and get it done well, and you are at the end of this frame and you've actually achieved it, and then you feel like I can conquer the world.
next question.
Have you ever failed a test or course? How did you bounce back?
Test, yes.
Yeah, test, yes. Of
Course,
course, no.
no.
Oh, I failed.
Anna, but we did get F in physics in 100 level, didn't we?
Did I get F?
Oh wow, it
I
was
did
only
not
me.
get F. I got a C, then they changed it to an A.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Wow, I got an F at first, and then changed it to a B.
So me and you will not be mates.
We know be mates
No,
actually, because we know where we both day now.
but seriously, yes.
Test.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean
Failed
there's a constant test you would always have to fail.
Yes.
You can't really pass dispensing. There's dispensing and then
Hmm.
there is farm chem introductory part. Usually when you enter a new class, they will shall slap with one or two things that is general. There's general markets in farm chem most of the time.
Really?
Did you collect general markets?
No, bro.
Yeah, I
Nah,
collected,
me
sha.
not do that.
No, bro.
I
My
collected.
tests have always been pretty okay. Not gonna lie.
You see, ba? I did my own in 100 level. You see, she has been doing her own since. But yeah, I mean, tests,
It
yes.
is what it
I
is.
failed a couple of tests. And yes, I think something else too is that failure is relative. So
Exactly.
if you do ask
Ooh,
me,
and I have failed a lot of tests.
if you ask me, I mean, I've had C's in some courses, and then I
Feels
was
like a failure to you. I get.
I don't want to put this say this thing on air, but the Lord give you understanding.
We're going to go by what he just said. Then yes, that happened to me too. Like we all have our our skill, what I want versus what I have at the end of the day. So if what you want, it's not what you have at the end of the day, you always feel like it's a failure.
Yep.
So I think you just have to know what you want first. Then you'd have to be able to
Gauge what
distinguish if
failure
it
is.
is a failure or not.
Or failure as in what
And
they
then
call
there's always
standard.
something I say every time. In pharmacy school, what you want is what you should go after. Yes, if you want to be a straight A student, then you can work towards being a straight A student. If you're fine being not a straight A student, then you're definitely killing it whatever it is you're doing too. So that's my theory.
You've not been with this squad now, brought it to
Guys,
you. Sorry.
You have started again. No, this is him.
Aisha,
One more.
which course gave you the most trouble? The pharmacy school.
Dispensing.
Oh, all the things that have PCT in them,
Anything that they write
that
PCT
write PCT,
is that one.
that's it.
Exactly.
Everything is
They
PCT.
might end up going well at the end of the day, but it will give you
It's
trouble. You
exactly
will see shaggy.
all my citics. I mean, that's where dispensing is.
Yes.
I will not really say farm chem. Farm chem,
Nah.
yeah,
Nah.
PCT.
Bank them, nope.
No hard feelings. I love PCT.
Guys, I'm talking to Ipa
I don't
here,
love
so
PCT at all.
It's not like love, The
I
lecturer
feel
will
like
come
it's
out with
both of
this
us.
video.
Shit. Okay, I love
No, like
PCT.
is pharmacy school financially draining for you? How do you manage?
So I'll say it in the words of my elder brother, Ofime Franklin. He said something. He said, um, the idea that the poorest kid will usually become the top of the class in Nigerian movie does not play out in any medical school.
Honestly.
Whether you like it or not, you need finances to actually thrive. One of the things I was even sharing with a friend recently was that check all the BGS you've had. They have a level of financial stability, whether in pharmacy school, whether in medical school, whether in radiography. Check within this our Udut, yes, most
Really?
yes, they have a level of financial stability. I mean, they are receiving a level of provision. It's either they are
Okay,
on
okay.
two or three scholarships.
Scholarships,
There's
yes. There's
there's constant
family
flow of
backing
income.
too.
There's family backing. I mean, I don't want to call names, but
Let's not call names.
let's not call names, but I've seen this one
You
that
have to have some peace of mind.
yes
Level of
to
financial
thrive.
security to thrive.
In fact,
Exactly.
let's even bring it back down to even our class right now. Check the guys who are
The ones that
actually
are doing
leading the
really well.
class. The people who are doing well have a level of financial stability. I mean, random experience. 400 level was one of my I was showering money on ground. Something was just happening. God was just providing. And I think I was doing better then. I didn't have to think of what to eat during the exams. I think I literally ate. I think most 70% of the food I ate during that exam period for an entire month was outside. I was just buying and all.
I think I'm about 20-30%, honestly, because there's a lot that we have not learned, especially in the practical aspects. It's not just by mixing reagents together and getting you don't change, you never change, color change. There's a lot we don't know about the real world, and I am quite anxious to find out.
We did God hand. That's all I have to say.
So how prepared do you feel for the practical?
He'll figure
Yeah,
it
like
out. That's what he said.
100%.
like I said,
Yeah.
one of the things I believe very much is you get to learn on the job. Not with people's lives, shall, but I mean, you get to learn on the job. And if there's anything I've learned is to not be so proud that you do not ask questions. So I've learned to always ask questions. I mean, anytime you don't know something, don't play intelligent and not ask questions. If you
Better
don't know
to
it, you
just
don't know
act,
it. Yes, better
just be
you.
dumb,
Yes, there's this Chinese
then you
proverb that
learn.
says, it's better you are foolish for 5 minutes by asking a question than to,
Fish
keep
forever.
quiet and be foolish forever. So ask your question and be foolish for 5 minutes. I just believe in asking questions. I mean, just ask questions when you're not sure of something.
Do you feel pharmacy is still a rewarding career in Nigeria?
At the end of the day, there is job security, which some people might not be able to boast of.
Yep.
However, it could be more rewarding for anyone if we're ready to think outside the box, beyond the counter, beyond our lab coats, beyond the classroom. You should be able to bring something new. If not, everybody is bound to become redundant at some point in life. if you don't move, if you don't advance, if you don't evolve. So
There's something I discovered in pharmacy school. I told you I'm an extracurricular guy. I served once as the PRO of the students, pharmacy students association. And one of the things I discovered was that you are the one who gives essence to a thing you do. So if you're holding an office, you are in a career space, and all of that. The essence of the thing is not completely, dependent on the thing itself. It is based off of who is handling it. I mean, if Michael Jordan should wear, let's say, Chukwuemeka and Sons t-shirt today, right? It's going to sell because it's the person, not the what, not the shirt itself. Yes, I mean, I don't want to start sharing some of my business stops here, but I think that's basically something you should know, that it is more of the person than the career. You could study any course you think is irrelevant, but depends on how exactly you handle it as a person. So your value is going to determine what the essence of that career is.
sure.
Does that mean that some career paths are not more rewarding than others? No, but it simply means that you can make do with what you have. I mean, so
Can
that's
be
just basic.
something as
Can
long
be
as you
something
want
as long as
you're changing, you're making a difference in whatever it is you're doing, then it's
make
okay.
a difference that involve money. Oh. Yeah, not everybody.
Well, make a difference.
Let money shall follow.
Make a difference.
Shey,
No one make a difference
make
without
a
money.
difference. You are
Oh.
No, no,
making
no, no.
difference.
If
You
you
not be
make a
hungry.
difference, then rewards will find you.
You can make difference and money will not follow.
Why are you such a pessimist? Don't mind this one. Oh. Make a difference. Then everything is you. The work might not be monetary. It could be recognition.
Is a commission I will use to feed my family.
No, recognition
I
you
mean,
can
Why
is
get
should
it?
from
everything be
money.
about money?
Let me
Thank
ask you.
you.
Recognition
No,
you
They
can
no.
will
get it from
find you. Money will find
Let
you.
me ask you. If I go to your father's house now, I want to marry you now, for
Don't come to my
example.
father's house. We'll lock the door.
I think I've said it before that my own approach to this video today is not telling you to read your book. I mean, you read for jam and you enter the school. They should not tell you to go and be reading your book. Random advice is this: don't be a lone wolf. One, um, I'm a Christian, so I'll quote a random scripture from the Bible. I can't remember where exactly it is, but it simply says that as much as is within your power, try to live at peace with all men. The relationships you make from in pharmacy school, right, will transcend this particular environment. So, as much as you can, ensure that you are not the one who is fighting everybody in your class. You are fighting your senior, you are fighting your junior, and all of that.
Valid.
Yes, try to be at peace with people. Am I saying you should be one that you? I'm not saying you should be a people pleaser. I'm simply saying that be a good person. Like try your best. Like just be a good person. It's going to pay. I mean, so I'm just saying make good relationships in pharmacy because they're coming in. Make good friends. People who are influencing you positive, not the ones that will be carrying you to funny places. I mean, yeah. So that's just basically it.
There's a video I saw earlier this morning that said, "Do not see your classmates or your classmates as competition. Pharmacy school is your first space to network. These are the people that you go into practice with at the end of the day. These
Yeah.
are the future leaders or participants of the next industry. So try as much as possible to be on good terms with as much as possible.
But that doesn't mean you should take shit from anybody.
Yes, that's what we're saying. Don't be a people pleaser,
Don't be a people
but try as much
pleaser.
as possible to not don't create enmity where you can just
Where you
be
can just be a
where you can
reasonable
just
person.
forget exactly. Don't go out here. Don't go out trying to fight everyone. When you're there's something they say again. You can catch more bees with honey than with vinegar. So
Mm.
just just be you. As long as you're a good person, then things should go well for you. So I'm not saying you should go and please people. Set your boundaries, but
Just
then
be
don't go
kind.
out of your way to create enemies where you all can just be friends or even just acquaintances. They would come through for you later on. And aside from that, this is a general advice, but I just want to say that there's no better person to give you advice than someone that has walked the grounds of whatever path you're about to follow. So find someone that has already done what you want to do. Pharmacy school is a ground. It's a place for you to find anything you want. As long as you're willing to get it, as long as you have the sight, your sights are set on it. So just find someone that can walk you through, and then as long as you have faith, you have God with you, then everything should fall into place.
Back of your mind that this is where Nepo babies used to be formed from. Like, this is the origin of Nepo babies. So if you, I'm not an advocate for it. I'm just letting you know that all those
Why
I
one
have
nepo
a
baby? That's what you're
yeah,
saying.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm saying the way your children will be the nepo babies, right?
Yes.
So this is how the whole
How they have their
this is how they have their
connections.
connections.
Their web.
I have a friend. I have a friend in NAFDAC. You want to go and work in NAFDAC? No
No
problem.
problem.
I have a
My
friend.
classmate
My
works.
classmate works in
She's now the
NAFDAC,
DG of
or
NAFDAC.
my
That's
classmates.
how it
I have
starts.
a classmate who is now the VC or DVC in so and so school. This is how this whole thing starts. You can buy more relationship than with money. Trust me. Some people will have to go and pay for admission. I mean, you know the way the whole admission
You
thing
already
works
know
in
the
now.
drill. It's going to do it for you for
Yes,
free.
go for it for free. You just need to random. I don't know if I should
Well, we're
snitch on
not
my
saying you should
friend.
put that at the back of your mind when you're
No,
making friends.
no, no, no. But right, if not for yourself, for your children, actions
Yes.
have consequences. So think about
Don't
these
be a
things.
Harvey Specter.
I love Harvey Specter, Sha, but
No, we love Harvey Specter, but don't
we,
be a Harvey Specter.
I love Harvey Specter, Sha, but yeah, I get what she's saying. Yes, be in my cross.
Be in my cross. We're sharing money for everybody.
what, what, what is that?
Now, let me be serious. Yes, if there's one thing I can change about pharmacy school, it's mentorship. One, then it's not just mentorship. When I said mentorship, I meant letting the pharmacy students, that is, pharmacy students with blindfolds on their faces, let them see the real world before sending them out there. I don't know about other places, but in this environment where we found ourselves, there are a lot of things that we don't know, and we are not even bothered about it. It should be incorporated in some way into the pharmacy school education, how the real world works. Most of us are just oblivious. We just think what we need to do is get a first class. Even though first class is very, very important, it is quite an enormous feat. And people that have it, yes, kudos to you. But there are things that you can't do with just your first class. You need knowledge, you need information, you need all of that to be able to put your first class into good use. So yes, I want there to be a difference in the upcoming generation. And if I would want to change it, this is what I would do. I would specifically create a, an organization or a club or
Mhm.
a society, a youth society, where we can bring up the future generation with and arm them with what we're supposed to have, the right weapons, the perfect ammunition to be trailblazers in the real world. And I'm not doing a promotion for Farmer Incubation Hub, but that is one thing that I truly, truly I am amazed by with Farm Taiwo Olawemi. She is the co-founder of the Farmer Incubation Hub, which is a society or an NGO that champions empowering young pharmacists with the right information and right tools to make a great career in pharmacy industry. So thank you.
No, I wouldn't go far. I think she has taken an approach I would have taken. So something that has just been in my head. Basically, I'll change the calendar. The calendar structure. Yes. I think there's so much pressure, and then we don't get to learn as much as we should, and then we're expected to know a lot of things. And that's a lot of pressure. Trust me. I mean, the volume of information they expect us to consume in so little time is just overwhelming. So I think it's good that the calendar should be adjusted. I mean, just run it like a regular medical school calendar where it's a yearly calendar rather than a semester based calendar. And also I do know about other pharmacy schools, but I think there should be more of how would I put it, hands-on activities rather than abstract learning, right? I think it will do a whole lot of good to everyone who's graduating from every one of these pharmacy schools. So I think it's
That's
just,
why I keep saying we should start doing dispensing in 200 level. I keep saying
as
it.
she says it,
Yes.
but I'm not in support of it. I don't do this person. It's good that I started in
No,
300
that's what
level.
you need always start this 600 level.
It is better for us to have started ethical dispensing in 200 level
To be
than
done
5.
by
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I agree.
Better agree. It's good for you.
Either
you
way,
even make
Sha.
it.
I'm just saying that. Oh yes, there's this other part. So I think a lot of unnecessary things should be removed. I'm not going to mention what it is, but there
Yeah,
are a
but
lot.
we all know them.
You see, make video.
So, yo, that's the end of the video.
Subscribe to my channel. To
Subscribe to Alex
what
YouTube channel.
was that? Yes. Thank you very much for staying up till the very end of this video. I know it might have been a long watch for you, but I trust that you've gotten sufficient value from this video. So if you're sure you did and you do not want to have to start looking for this YouTube channel anymore, ensure you like, you subscribe, leave a comment. Let's hear your thoughts on some of the things we spoke about. I mean, you might have disagreed with some of the things I said or some of the things she said. But yes, ensure to like, subscribe, and share with as many friends as you can. I mean, you can even give your 2-year-old child and stir up the whole. I know 2-year-old, right? But yes, you could share with your children, your cousins, and whoever you
Friends in
think,
pharmacy school.
friends in
They get
pharmacy
pharmacy
schools
school.
and all of that. Let them see what exactly pharmacy school is and how dynamic and interesting it can be. I mean, it's interesting. Like you meet a lot of interesting people. I mean, so that's too.
Bye. You guys say bye.
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 See you next time.
Adios. Peace out.